probably not going to be done until Wednesday.
Wednesday?
They're not going to get the parts out Wednesday, so probably not until this Friday.
Okay.
But then you call me. I call me back.
What's up, everybody? We are setting up in the tent as we speak. Let's see, I got Tiffany. What's up, Tiffany? Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Young Boop King. I love that. Garrett. What up? What up? All right. We're setting up in here, so go ahead and get after it if you can. Find yourself in a comfortable yoga pose, and we'll get started here shortly. All right, find your way onto your backs. Meditative pose. We'll begin here by connecting with breath. Start following those inhales, going through the nose, fill up the lungs, expand the chest, maybe hold. And then use those nice long exhales to begin settling in. Welcome to Vets Yoga. Thanks for joining in the yurt and live online. Appreciate you all showing up again today. 7 of you, 4 of us here in the tent. Yeah, shout out your name and state wherever you're at. Tell us where you're at. Today's class is brought to you by Whitefish Credit Union. They were the ones that gave me the loan so I can get the yurt. We'll be out of here shortly. We started today putting the piers in. So I just want to give a thanks and shout out to them, right? Got drinking from their water bottle, wearing their hat. Jonathan for the intro at Whitefish Credit Union. Justin for helping me with the loan. And then Jennifer for giving us the first donation. That was pretty rad. That was the first person that made me feel like this cause is worthy, besides all us vets, right? A civilian hooking it up. All right, enough of that. While you're focusing on your breath, remind yourselves yoga can be difficult, but it should not hurt. So anytime throughout the practice, if you feel any pain in your body, please back off that pose, or maybe make your way into a resting pose like this if you need. If you'd like to set an intention for the class where you want to focus this positive energy that we will be making here together, think of that now. Remember, you have to take care of you before you take care of anybody else. So if you need that intention, by all means, set that intention for you. But if you're feeling strong, pass it on to a friend or to a family member, and then set that intention. And then we use that intention to our advantage. When the mind wanders, the outside world tries to interrupt, we come back to our intention, come back to our breath, come back to the present moment. We'll settle in here for a couple more minutes. You focus on your breath, maybe count the inhales, maybe count the exhales, or maybe a hand to the heart and stomach and physically follow along. Wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. Lick the lips, swallow. Shake the head side to side, scrunch the face, smooth the jaw side to side, gently awaken. If you have something underneath you, feet to the floor, knees up, roll to your left or right, remove it, and then make your way back onto your backs. Once you're on your backs, connect with breath. Inhale the arms over the head, reach for the wall behind you, extend the legs, point the toes towards the middle of the room. Full body stretch, reach it out. Spine curls off the floor. Lift the arms, roll out the wrists, move the fingers, lift the legs, roll out the ankles, move the toes. Gently awaken. Using your next exhale, release the spine towards the floor, chin to chest. Bring the knees in your chest, wrap the elbows around the knees. Give yourselves a hug. Taking time to acknowledge self, mind, and body. The mind, positive thoughts, good things going on, right? I have been stressing out like crazy, and we got some peers in the ground today, so we're starting to move. So think of what's good going on in your life and channel that right now. You're breathing, you're above ground. What else is good? Doing some yoga. For the body, when you're ready, start throwing in a side-to-side sway, slowly massaging the spine against the floor. See what that feels like. After a few breaths, you can release the knees and do some circles with them. Couple circles to the right, couple circles to the left. Massage the hips, the bum, the tailbone against the floor. Even yourselves out. Bring the knees back above the chest when you're ready to move on. One more hug, forehead to the knees. Really squeeze that spine against the floor. And then use your next exhale. Release the arms out to a T. Pressing the palms and forearms against the floor. Remember, you can always cactus or interlace. Knees are above, shins are parallel. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale, release the knees to the right 2 inches above the floor. Engage the core, press the palms. Inhale through the nose, bring the knees back up. And then exhale to the left 2 inches above the floor. Inhale, knees back up. Exhale to the right, hold them hovering above the floor. Extend the legs long, small pulses, little sways. Massage that right side of the body. Bend the knees, inhale, bring it back up. Exhale to the left, same idea. Extend the legs, small pulses, little sways. Massage the left side of the body. Bend the knees, bring them back up. Release the right leg straight out in front of you. Right calf to floor, right toes curl back towards your face. Interlace your fingers 2 inches below your left knee or the inside of the thigh. Bring that knee out to the left, around the ribs, back above the chest, and hold it there. Your chin is at your chest, head stays on the floor, shoulder blades to the floor, hip bones to the floor, right calf to the floor, right toes curl back. Each exhale, squeeze the belly towards the spine, squeeze that knee in closer. Remember, you could always press the shin into the hands if you want to go a little bit deeper. Using an exhale, the left arm goes out to the T again. Right hand guides the knee over to the right. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling or try to get that left ear, left shoulder to sink towards the floor. Deep cleansing breaths up and down the spine. Yeah, great use of a block under your knee. Bring the floor to you. Remember, you're focusing on inhaling through the nose. You could exhale out the nose for heat or exhale out the mouth for cooling, but focusing on inhaling through the nose. If you lose that, you're moving too quick. Nice and slow. The more you trust the body, the further you slip into this twist. A few more here. Your next inhale, right hand comes under the knee. Slowly guide it back up. Squeeze it back in towards the shoulder. Half happy baby. Left hand grabs the outside of the foot. Push the foot up towards the sky. Squeeze the knee in towards the armpit. Little push and pull. Who's little lady? Hello, little lady. On an exhale, release the left foot up towards the sky. Slowly release it all the way down. Then inhale the right knee in. Bring the knee out to the right, around the ribs, back above the chest, and hold it. Same idea, other side. Chin to chest, torso to floor. Left calf to floor, left toes curl back. Each exhale, belly to spine, squeeze that knee in. Shin to hands to go deeper. Exhale, right arm out to the T. Left hand guides the knee over the left. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Gaze up or look to the right. Deep cleansing breaths up and down the spine. Inhale through the nose. Inhale, inhale. Coming back to your intention, your meditation. A few more breaths here. Left hand comes under. Inhale, slowly bring it back up. Exhale, squeeze it in towards the shoulder. Nice breath work. Half happy baby when you're ready. Right hand grabs the outside of the foot. Push the foot up towards the sky. Squeeze the knee in towards the armpit. Push and pull. Left foot comes in to meet the right for bound angle. Feet are together. Knees are out wide. Arms are on the inside of the knees. Pull the feet in towards the face. Maybe open them up like a book. Maybe lift the head and shoulders off the floor. Maybe sway side to side. Maybe elbows in the knees. Taking the time, bring the knees into your chest. Give yourselves a hug. Nice job, everyone. And then we'll rock and roll. Take the feet over the head. Go back and forth a few times. Massage that full spine against the floor. Eventually find your way into a seated position. In the seat, keep the left leg straight out in front of you. Bring the right knee in. Let's cradle it. Gently open that up. Just nice back and forth. Open up that right hip. And then step the right foot to the outside of the left leg. You can bring a block in your hand, your right hand if you like. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Squeeze the belly towards the spine. Exhale, twist to your right. Right hand behind you. Left elbow hugs the knee or on the outside of the knee. Inhale, broaden, straighten. Exhale, twist. Keep those shoulders over the hips. Remember, keep both sit bones on the floor. I lean to my right. Make sure to keep on that left as well. A few more breaths here. Staying in this twist, let's do that exaggerated no. Take your chin to left shoulder, chin to right shoulder. Come to your center line, chin to chest, back of the head at the top of the shoulders. Back to the original pose. One more big inhale over that right shoulder. And then exhale, unwind. Take the left hand, grab the outside of the right foot. Kick that right foot forward. Reach back with the right hand. Look at the right thumb. Push and pull. Squeeze the belly. Push that right heel forward. And then exhale, release the right leg out in front of you. Grab the left. Cradle the left. Gently open it up. Was
the left and right.
Your military left. Step the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Maybe blocking the left hand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Left hand behind you. Right elbow hugs or on the outside. Inhale, broaden, straighten. Exhale, twist. Focusing, breathing, squeeze that belly. Exaggerated no when you're ready. Switch it up to the yes, chin to chest, back of the head, top of the shoulders. One more big inhale over that left shoulder. And then exhale, unwind. Right hand grabs the outside left foot, kick that left foot forward, reach back with that left hand, look at the left thumb, squeeze the belly. And then exhale, release, bring both feet in, feet together, knees out wide. Closer the heels are to the bum, the harder the stretch. So if you want to walk them out, feel free. Then you try to open the feet up like a book. Maybe elbows in the knees, maybe sway. Breathe here. And then nice and easy. If it's in the practice, cross the legs, roll over the knees, tabletop. Or you can bring the legs out to the side, tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Turn your fingers outwards, facing towards the sides of your mat, maybe all the way towards your knees. Slight bend in the elbows, belly towards the floor. Sway front to back. Side to side. Maybe circle the shoulders around the wrists. Remember, however many you go right, make sure you go left. Flip the hands over, press the back sides of the hands on the floor. Maybe you do one at a time. Press the fingernails, sides of the thumb. Back to the palms, curl the toes, sit on the heels, lift the knees, stretch your yogi toes, sway back and forth, get all 10 toes. Maybe even tent the fingers, stretch them as well. Come back down to the knees are together, untuck the toes, sit on the heels, stretch out the ankles, pressing the top of the feet into the floor. If you want to go further, hands behind the feet, chin to chest. You want to go further, lift the knees, sway the knees, maybe release the head back.
I'm just glad I can be on my knees.
Yeah. Come back to that tabletop. Send the right leg back, right toes grip, right heel presses back. Slowly sway back and forth. Stretch out the back side of that right leg. Bring the right palm under the shoulder. Spread those right fingers nice and wide. Make the left hand a fist. And then we're going to pull the bow. Fist, armpit, sky. Hold it, roll out the wrist. And then connect with breath. Inhale, reach high, stretch the chest, the shoulder. Exhale, thread it through. Come down the left side of the head, left side of the shoulder, left palm faces up. Press the back side of the left arm into the floor. You could add on by stacking the right palm on top of the left. Or maybe inhale that right arm up towards the sky and then rest it on your lower back or grab your left hip or pocket and then open the chest, gaze over that right shoulder. If you're feeling froggy, you could always try to lift the right leg, but you don't have to. You press the back of the left arm, top of the left foot to help that happen. A few more breaths here. Slowly unwind. Right palm comes down, right knee down. Press that right palm. Swing that left arm now. And then exhale, release. Send the left leg back, left toes grip, left heel presses back. Sway into it. Left palm under the shoulder, make the right hand a fist. Pull the bow. Fist, armpit, sky. Hold it, roll out the wrist. Connect. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, thread it through. Right side of the head, shoulder, palm up. Press the back side of the right arm. Maybe stack the left. Maybe inhale that right, left arm up towards the sky, tuck it behind, gaze over the shoulder. Slowly unwind, left knee down, left palm down. Press the palm, swing the right arm. Release. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Remember, look at knees and feet. 2 fists fit between. Cat cows. Inhale, chest, stomach down, gaze forward. Exhale, curl the spine. Back and forth, moving with your breath. Add in those sways whenever you're ready. Breathing. See where you're holding on and let it go, my friends. A few more breaths here. Neutral spine, palms under the shoulders. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Glance at knees and feet, 2 fists between them. Press in the palms, curl the toes, lift the knees 6 inches, bear pose, hold here, breathing, 10 toes gripping, heels pressing back. Keep those knees bent. Exhale, chest to thighs. Then inhale, hips to sky, high on the toes. Slowly releasing the heels towards the floor as best you can for a downward dog. All right, in downward dog, let's go through the alignment. Spread those fingers nice and wide, press those full palms. Shake out the head and neck, no tension there. Shoulder blades release down the back, hips lift straight up towards the sky. Back of the knees towards the wall, heels towards the floor. One day, set that intention. Pedal it out when you're ready. Bend the right knee, lift the right heel, left knee, left heel, back and forth. Take your gaze on our opposite armpit when you pedal it out, back and forth. When you're ready for a reset, inhale, come high on all 10 toes. Exhale, slowly lower the heels. Nice little snap, crackle, pop. Staying in that downward dog, just slide your left foot over to the right till it's in the middle, and then tuck the right leg behind the left. Press the chest towards the thigh. Deep stretch on the back side of left leg. Nice job. Yeah, nice use of the forearms. Switch out the legs when you're ready. Right foot to the middle, tuck the left behind, chest to thigh. Keep pressing those palms. Back to your downward dog. And then we'll inhale, come forward into a high plank. Hold that high plank. Press the earth away from you. 10 toes grip, heels press back. Elbows tuck in towards the body, toes press you forward. Slowly lower all the way down. Nice job. Once you're down, forehead to the floor. Palms to the outsides of your chest, right behind your shoulders. Untuck your toes, meaning the toes are pointing towards a wall behind you. Zip up your legs, heels and toes will touch. Press the top of the feet into the floor. That'll make the knees start to hover. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your core. On an inhale, lift, chest gaze up. Follow your own exhale to release. Forehead back down. Stay down, breathe. Let's do it again. Zip up those legs, press the top of the feet, knees hover. Bum, core, inhale, come up. Elbows try to touch. Follow your own exhale, releases. Nice breath work. Stay down, breathe. Set the intention. This next time we come up, we will stay up. Zip them up. Press the top of the feet, knees hover. Squeeze bum, core, inhale, come up. All right, look up towards the ceiling. Each inhale you lift, each exhale you hold. Maybe you lift the palms. Maybe you sway side to side. Maybe extend the arms like a superhero. Maybe you cactus, open the chest up towards the sky. Focus on your lower back, right above your bum. Breathe. A few more deep breaths here. Focus on in through the nose. One more big inhale through the nose. And then exhale, come down. Let's start on the right side. Extend the right arm out to the T, right ear to the floor. Press the left palm into the floor. Step the left foot over the right leg. All right, remember 3 things we're focusing on. Number 1, press the right palm inside the right elbow. Stretch that shoulder. Open that knee out towards the left. You stretch the hip, the groin. And then the top arm, you can keep it there or reach up. Tuck it behind the back or reach towards the middle of the room. Bicep hovers, fingers tent. Get some side body action. Once you're settled in, reconnect with breath. Deep inhales, long exhales. Left hand grabs the top of the left foot. Kick the left foot into the left hand, stretch that left thigh, adding more balance onto that right arm. Kick, kick, kick. Nice job. Kick to release. Stack the left leg on top of the right. Left heel presses forward, toes curl back. Lift the left leg straight up towards the sky, and then lower. Back and forth, nice and easy. You decide your number. 5 to 8 of them is pretty good. Or maybe find your max and add 1 or 2 more on top. And then once you found your magical number, you take your time, roll onto the other side, roll onto your belly. Left ear to the floor, extend the left arm out to the T. Press the right palm, step the right foot over the left leg. Same idea. Press that left palm inside left elbow. Open that knee out to the right, stretch the hip, the groin. Top arm, reach up or reach towards the middle. Side body, breathe. Right arm grabs the top of the right foot, kick the right foot into the right hand, stretch that right thigh, adding more balance onto that left arm, kick, kick, kick. Kick to release, stack the right leg on top of the left, right heel forward, toes back, lift the right leg and then lower. Match whatever you did on the other side, take your time, breathe, strengthen those hips. Strengthen those hips for hunting season. Riding bikes, hiking, whatever you're doing. Good hip stretches. Best pose is coming up. When you're ready, roll onto your belly. Right ear to the floor, arms down by the side, toes in, heels fall out. Remember, if you want to go a little bit deeper, you could bend the knee out to the right like you're doing a low crawl. Otherwise, connect with breath. The more you trust the breath, the heavier you become, the more you get out of this posture. Maybe you unclench the jaw, put light pressure into the right cheek. Come back to your intention, the present moment. Focusing on a few more deep breaths here. Really notice as the inhale is going through the nose, fill up the lungs, expand the chest, see as it lifts you off the floor. And then use those nice long exhales to sink further. A couple more. If you have that right leg bent, send it back to meet the left. Before you make any more movements, bend the left to prepare for the other side. And then when you're ready, press the shoulders, switch to the left ear. Yeah, nice job, everyone. Left knee bent, left ear to the floor. Connecting with breath. Deep inhales, long exhales, sink into that floor. Maybe unclench the jaw, light pressure into the cheek. Few more deep breaths here. Focus on these last few breaths. Nice and easy. Send the left leg back to meet the right. Press the shoulders against the floor when you're ready. Bring the chin forward. Walk that chin forward as much as you like. Stretch out the back side of the neck. Breathe. Nice and easy. Bring the palms under your shoulders. Slowly press yourselves up. Knees the width of the mat. Heels and toes touch behind you. Sit back on the heels. Walk the hands forward. Forehead to the mat. Extended child's pose. Remember, you can sway the hips to get the bum closer to the heels. You want to utilize the pose. You inhale, reach those hands forward, press those palms, wrists will hover. Exhale, pull back on the palms, hips to heels, a full body stretch. Let's do some side body. Inhale, walk the hands to the right. Right leads, left trails, or left stacks on right. Inhale, reach towards the right. Exhale, pull the hips back towards the left heel. Stretch that left side body. Separate those ribs. Get the shoulder all the way down to the hip. Inhale back to the middle. Take a breath in the middle. Then inhale, walk it over to the left. Left leads, right trails, right stacks. Reach towards the left, pull the hips back towards the right, stretch that right side body. Push those ribs out, stretch the shoulder, the hip. Inhale, come back to the middle. Once you're in the middle, flip the palms over, receive the energy of the room. You could also bend the elbows, palms together, thumbs behind the neck is a nice one. Nice job. Press yourselves up to a tabletop. Once you're in tabletop, shake those legs out. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips, cat cows. Just get that all out of you. Oh, I forgot. Let's do one more. Puppy pose. Knees the width of the mat, forearms, palms out in front of you. Release the chest, forehead towards the floor. Deep stretch between the shoulder blades, the upper back. There's a good one here. Really focus on the inhales. Exhales, release the chest towards the floor. One more deep breath here. And And then take your time, come back up. Once again, let's do a couple cat-cows just to get that reset. All right, let's find that neutral spine. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Press the palms, curl the toes, lift the knees 6 inches. Exhale, chest to thighs. Inhale, hips to sky. High on the toes. Slowly release, downward dog. Few deep breaths here. Take it for what it is. A resting pose. Press those palms, lift those hips. Release the head, shoulder blades down. Hips lift, breathe. Taking your gaze towards your thumbs, slowly walk the feet forward, coming into a forward fold. Open up those feet the distance of the mat. Big bend to your knees, grab opposite elbows, head hangs heavy for ragdoll. Ooh. Bring the weight forward so you feel the toes grip the floor. Press the left foot, sway to the right, right foot, sway to the left. Remember, there's different variations whenever you're ready. Interlace the fingers behind the skull, forearms hug the ears. Each exhale, you come down heavier. Arms behind the knees, give yourselves a hug, some hips. Arms behind the back, interlace the fingers, release the arms forward. A few more breaths here. Remember, sprinkle them in, my friends. Add in those forward folds whenever you can. Let that body hang. When you're ready, hands to the floor, slowly walk the feet together. Press the feet, engage the core. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach high into the sky. Slowly lean back here. And then inhale, come forward. Release the arms, shake it out. Great job, everyone. All right, bring your feet together. Big toes touch, slight gap in the heels is tradition. If hip distance is your jam, go for it. Just make sure the feet are underneath you, toes are pointing forward. Inhale, lift all 10 toes off the floor. Hold it there. And then release one at a time. Pinky toe all the way to the big toe. Grip the floor with the feet. Feel the texture of the mat under the feet. Tighten your calves, your thighs, your bum, your core. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, shoulder blades down. Nice breath. Maybe you close the eyes here for a little bit of a challenge. Everything's still fired up. Breathe. And let's find some movement. Connecting with breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend at the waist and the knees into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Starting over. Feet, core. Inhale, reach high. Right into your next. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, feet, core. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. All right, listen up. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back. Not too far of a stance because we're going to do a triangle pose. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see here. So when you're ready, come up. Maybe you bring a block on the inside of the left foot. The left leg will be straight. Right toes will be pointing towards the top right corner of your mat. You don't need that long of a stance. And then when you're ready, bring your arms up. Inhale, reach forward at the left, and then rotate. Left hand down, right hand up towards the sky. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, nice. You're trying to open up your chest to your right side there. You're looking up at the right thumb. Squeeze the belly towards the spine, feet grip the floor. And then notice if your left knee has started to bow into the right, what you do is bend the left knee, straighten it out so it's pointing towards the left, more towards the front, and then re-extend the leg if you like. Squeeze the belly. Light pressure in that left palm. Holding, breathing. A few more here. Try to have a straight spine. Don't let that head hang. Couple more. One more big inhale. And then exhale. Bring the right hand back down. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Send the left leg back. Same idea. Slowly come up. Bring the block on the inside of the right foot. Right toes are pointing towards the front of your mat. Left toes towards the top left corner. When you're ready, come up. Reach forward to the right. and then rotate. Right hand down, left up. And if you want to reset, you can pull the bow. Bring the left hand down and then pull the bow. Nice job. Feet are gripping. Squeeze the belly towards the spine. Light pressure with the right palm. Look up at that left thumb. Remember, if that knee's bowing into the left, gently bend it, re-straighten it. Hold here, breathe. Couple more. One more big inhale through the nose. Exhale, release the left hand down. Inhale, step the left foot forward, halfway lift. Heels in, toes come out. Release your bum down from Malasana squat. Remember, you could always sit on a block if that's needed. Otherwise, elbows in the knees, palms together, chest gaze up toward the sky. I'll do a little shoulder stretch here. It's one of my favorite for fly fishing. Left elbow into the knee, left palm to the floor. Send the right arm up toward the sky and then push that right hand back. Open up the chest, the shoulder, breathe. Really press that left elbow into the left knee. One more big inhale. Exhale, release. Nice job. Right elbow into the knee, right palm to the floor, left hand up. Push that left hand back, squeeze the belly. Exhale, release the left hand, release the bum. Before you come all the way down, scoot to the front of your mat. Feet to the floor, knees up. We'll grab our knee pits, open the chest gaze up towards the sky. Then lift the left foot, lift the right foot, hold here, and release the hands, squeeze the belly. Maybe extend the legs. And then when you're ready, extend the arms over the head, connect. Inhale, and then exhale, release all the way onto your backs. Nice job, everybody. Once you're on your backs, inhale, reach for the wall behind you. Extend the legs, point the toes towards the wall in front of you. Full body stretch. Hopefully you feel a difference from the first one. Feet to the floor, knees up. We'll start with a bridge here. You can grab a block once again. You can do traditional bridge, or what I've been digging lately is press the feet in the floor, lift the hips, slide the block underneath on the lowest level, and then extend the legs out in front of you. Heels in, toes fall out. Hand to heart and belly to connect. Obviously, you can do traditional bridge, feet to the floor, knees up. Each inhale, lift the hips. Each exhale, hold. Maybe tuck the arms underneath the torso, interlace the fingers. Maybe you lift one heel at a time if you're doing traditional bridge, or extend the legs one at a time. Nice variations, everybody. A few more deep breaths here. Connect with 2 more deep breaths here. And then nice and easy wherever you're at. Feet to the floor, knees up. Press the feet, lift the hips, release the block if you got one. Nice job. Maybe open up the feet the width of the mat, knees fall in, and then do some windshield wipers. Knees right, knees left. Back and forth a few times. Feet up, feet to the floor, knees up. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Push that knee forward with your hand or maybe a block, or thread the right arm through the legs, interlace behind the left thigh. Gentle squeeze here, opening up that right hip. Breathe into it. Curl those right toes back. Maybe some folks like to extend the left leg up to the sky. Some like to sway. Just focus on that right hip. Breathe into it. Release the tension we carry there, the emotions we carry there. few more deep breaths here. Send it into your right hip. Release the left foot down. Keep that ankle crossed. Let the knees fall to the right. You try to lift the left knee while the right ankle presses down. Maybe even take your gaze to the left. Outside left hip, left bum stretch. Once again, you're trying to lift that left knee while the right ankle presses down. Right hand comes under the knee, slowly guide it back up. Once again, keep it crossed still, stay there, and then let the foot fall all the way to the left. You want the right foot to the floor, knee up, and then you push that right knee forward. You can put a block between your hand and knee. There's a funky one. Nice job. Slowly release however you can. Take that right leg, shake it out. Maybe sway side to side, windshield wipers. And then cross the left over the right when you're ready. Same idea. Or other side. Push that knee forward. Thread the left arm through the legs. Interlace behind the right thigh. Gentle squeeze. Maybe sway. Maybe extend the right leg. You decide. A few more breaths here. Really breathe into that left hip. Slowly release that right foot down. Keep the ankle crossed. Let the knees fall to the left. Try to lift the right knee while the left ankle presses down. Look to the right to add even more. Breathe. Left hand to the knee, slowly guide it back up. Keep it crossed. Then let the knees fall all the way to the right. Now the left foot to the floor, knee up. Press that left knee forward. Maybe even look to the left. Slowly bring it back up. Nice job. Bring the knees in. Give yourselves a hug. Great job, everyone. Give yourself some love here. Let's do an inversion. Send the feet up towards the sky. You can stay right there. Maybe lift the bum, slide a block underneath. Once again, hand to heart and belly again. If you're feeling froggy, you want to do shoulder stand, by all means, you can do shoulder stand. Yeah, nice job. Hands to lower back. Triceps into the floor. Bring the knees back into your chest. Give yourselves a hug. Lift the hips and remove the block if you've got one. And then I like to bring a block between my knees for this last one here. So block between the knees. Maybe you got a pillow or something. And then release the legs all the way to the right. Knees all the way to the right, that is. Last little spine twist here. Knees are stacked. You could bend the knees into the armpit, go deeper, or you could send the legs out in front of you and see if that feels any better. Look to your left to add a little bit more. A few more deep breaths on this side. Breathe into that lower back, that side body. If the legs are extended, bend the knees, right hand on the knees. Slowly guide it back up. Give yourself a hug, squeeze, and then exhale, release it all the way to the left. Look to the right to go further. Once again, bend the knees further into the armpit or extend the legs out, whatever works best for you. A few more deep breaths here. Left hand comes under the knees. Slowly guide it back up. Nice job. Last hug here. Give yourself some love for this practice. And then when you're ready, release into a Shavasana. Remember, the most important part of this class, the physical practice, is to prepare you for this mental. Add bolster, add blocks, blankets, whatever you need. Make yourselves comfortable. I acknowledge you all showing up here this afternoon, taking care of your minds and your bodies. Nice job, my friends. Remember, that's not just for you, it's for your friends, your family, your neighbors. Share that love. If you set an intention at the beginning of the class, go ahead and send off that positive energy we just made here together. Nice and easy, let go of the breath. Just start breathing naturally. Let go of the body with each exhale becoming heavier and heavier. And then last but not least, letting go of the mind. Remember, if any thoughts come up, label them as such. They're just thoughts. Give yourself some peace here, my friends. You have earned this. Enjoy this time to yourselves. Shavasana. Before making any movements, nice and easy, let's just come back to the breath. When you're ready, take a nice deep inhale through the nose, fill up the lungs, expand the chest, and hold. Then a nice open mouth. Yeah, nice breath. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth. Bringing attention towards the head, the neck, the back of the head touching the floor. Throw a slight swaying at the head, side to side, nice and easy. Squeeze the muscles internally when I call them out. Go from your neck to your shoulders, biceps, triceps, forearms, wrist to fingers. Brush the thumb across the fingertips. Your chest, core, hips, thighs, calves, ankles, and feet. Slowly wiggle the toes. Taking your time, feet to the floor, knees up towards the sky. Roll all the way onto your right side for energy, or all the way onto your left side for relaxation. Really take in the side you have chosen. Remember, you can bring a bicep underneath the ear for a pillow. Free hand to the heart or to the pulse, and find that life source beating inside of you. Fellow friends, vets, yogis, as you feel that life source beating inside of you, please remind yourselves that you are unique, that you are loved, and that you have a purpose. One more time, maybe say it to yourselves. I am unique, I am loved, and I have a purpose. Taking your time when you're ready, gently press yourselves up into a seated position. Take one last group restorative breath together. Finding a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall. Using your next breath, inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, straighten that spine one more time. And then exhale, let it go. Much love, my friends. Thank you so much for showing up. Remind yourselves, big purpose of your lives is keeping me going. And I really appreciate you guys showing up here, and then this future project we're going to be building here together. Yeah, dudes. Thank you so much. All right. Have a great night. Thanks, Wendy. See you guys. Yeah.